All right, so before we continue to how to level up our workers, we will be talking three things about the worker in our city. What are the types of worker? And how to gain 50 workers for us to be able to level up our workers. And lastly, what workers should we level up? Of course, all the workers needed to be level up, but I have my reasons why we needed to level up this worker. So before we delve into these topics, I would want you to like this video. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe for more Viking Rise tips and tricks. Okay, so there are three things I want to talk about the workers, including how to level them up. All right, so let's start with the types of workers. Each of these workers have their own designated job, and you can see through the icons that are with their profile. Let's start with this first worker. You can see that she has an eagle or something like a bird on her profile. That means that she is best in the eagle's nest job. And you can see her attributes by just tapping on their profile. So you have to make sure that you have assigned this kind of worker in your eagle's nest. All right, so the next worker type is the one that have the hammer icon. This means that this guy is great in building constructions, and they must be assigned in the builder's hut. Okay, so the next one is this icon, which obviously being used by the trainers. And this means that this kind of worker must be assigned in the 4 barracks in our city, since they are the best when it comes to training jobs. Okay, so the next type of worker is the one that have this icon, the hand-picking icon. This type of worker are the best in errand jobs, so I think they are the best worker in the clan camp. The one who does the commission jobs in the clan camp. If you have more of them, I think it would be great if you assign them in your clan camp since they are the best in the errand type of works. All right, so let's go through some other types of workers. So this one does have an icon of like a glass of chemical. This means that this kind of worker is great when it comes to researching. So they must be assigned in the academy. All right, so this one is for the forging job. If you can see this icon, and because he is best in forging jobs, he must be assigned in our smithy, okay? So this one does have the horse icon, and that means that this kind of worker that have the horse icon, they must be assigned in the beast pen. And the last type of worker is the village manager. For now, we still don't have a legendary village manager, but this is the con for them. I think they are the ones that we set to collect the resources that spawn on the ground inside our city. And those are the type of workers. So the next question now is how to level up our workers. All right, so the first thing that you have to know is that the legendary workers are the only one that we can level up. The rest, these purple workers and below, they cannot be level up. Okay, so the next thing you have to know is that you must have 50 workers in total in your city. You can see here that we currently have 52 workers in total. So how do we gain 50 workers for our city? If you have not occupied the 4 villages, these villages must be occupied first so you can be able to gain 50 workers. Or of course you need to buy from the clan camp. But the 4 villages will open up the slots for your workers. That will then give you the chance to have 50 workers or above in your city. All right, so once you have the 50 total of workers in your city, the Ascend worker and the worker dismissal tab will be added up in your worker info. I just don't know if they have updated this requirements since we have gone through many updates. But that's just how to level up our legendary workers. Well, anyway, for you to be able to level up your legendary workers, you need to dismiss a worker. You will be needing to dismiss a legendary worker so you can be able to ascend a specific legendary worker too. All right, so let's level up one of our legendary worker here. Currently, we have 2 legendary researchers. And we only have 1 academy in the game. So we don't need 2 legendary researchers. So let's just dismiss the other one. All right, so we have successfully dismissed that legendary worker. Now I want to level up my beast pen worker. Now, it's up to you what worker would you level up. For me, I really want to level up my beast pen worker. That's the number 3 that I want to talk about. Who should we level up? I think for me, it's really best to level up our beast pen worker since we really needed to have a faster trap recovery. And we all know that if we have that in the early days of our accounts, I think it's a great advantage. Having more and more trap points in the game of Viking Rise is really a killer. For me, there are lots of things that it can help, especially if we are just an F2P player. If we have a great beast mount in the game, it actually really impacts the battle. But I don't know for you. If you have some thoughts about who should we level up, what workers should we level up, and why, you can always use the comment box below so you can share your thoughts with us. And again, I would want you to like this video, and if you are new to the channel, subscribe for more Viking Rise tips and tricks.